Welcome to Toffee TV. The World Cup is on in a few days and we're continuing the previews. It is Group D. It is Argentina, Iceland, Croatia and Nigeria. This has got to be the group of death, Baz.
Group D for death. See what I did there? Yeah, looking at those teams. You see it, didn't you? Yeah, I mean those teams, very, very tricky. Very tricky group to call. On paper you look at it and go, should be Argentina and probably Croatia.
Yeah.
But Iceland, we've seen at the Euros what they can do, and Nigeria, you know, we've just seen them play England recently, and quite first half they weren't very good, but second half they were, you know, they had a lot of chances and wasted chances really, wasted good counter attack. So, you know, it's you can make a case for most of the teams.
You can, because there's not one complete team in this.
No.
You know, Argentina, they are unbelievable, you know,
Everyone's
at one
gone
end of the
that way,
park, and at the other end of the park they're absolutely terrible. You know, the goalkeeper got injured, the back four is just, you can't they don't put a proper back four together. They're having to rely on Mascherano, and
I mean he's experienced, and he's
well, experienced is the right word.
Well, he's 33 or 34 now, so he's experienced and can do the role, but this is the highest level, and Otamendi is probably their most recognisable centre back, and he's
okay, but he's not brilliant.
He's hit and miss, isn't he? You know, they've left Funes Mori alone.
Barbecue season.
The barbecue. I think defensively they aren't very good.
No.
You know, obviously offensively they are. Midfield going forward, they've got like Di Maria, who's a fabulous footballer.
Yeah.
You know, and in the attacking areas, you know, they've got Messi and Dybala.
Yeah.
You know, so they've got players.
Aguero. But that's the thing. The problem that they struggle for in the last few years, I think, is that they never really, because they've had so many good attacking players, they've never really set up to accommodate Messi properly. I don't think.
No.
I think more recently they've started to do that. I think people forget as well that the last World Cup, Messi was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
But because he didn't win it,
the final,
because he was, I don't know, probably worn out by the final, people sort of associate with him that he never sort of come to the party, but he really did.
Yeah,
you know, and I think it's all on his shoulders again. But they've got to let him play. And I think recently, you know, you've seen that he has. You know, I think he scored a hat-trick a week or so ago, and it was only against Haiti. But I think he gets more. He's getting more and more chances now, and he's learned how to be a player who is an all-round good player. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, like, he's learning. He's like you know, look at Ronaldo. Ronaldo is now becoming a player that doesn't run up, leg it all round the pitch. He just uses his experience to be in the right place at the right time, like a proper striker. And I think you're starting to see that from Messi as well. He doesn't need to go on. You know, he doesn't have to pick the ball up 30 yards from goal and take everyone on. He's such a good player. He's got so much experience that now he just knows where to be at the right place at the right time. I know he's always had that in his career, but what I mean is that he'll start doing more and more of that as he gets older. His game will become a little bit less and less and less, but you'll get probably just as much output.
Yeah.
And I think that's important for Argentina, that other players contribute, and obviously, you know, they've got the likes of Di Maria as well on the wing. You know, I say the abundance up front is unbelievable. The fact that they could leave out Icardi is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. But they need someone else though this World Cup. They need someone else, because in the last few years too much has been placed on his shoulders, and other players like Higuain. How many chances is Higuain going to miss in big games? You know, he is the ultimate choker in big games. You know, the last time was the Copa America in America. You know, he had about 3 really good chances, and then they end up getting beat on pens, I think, by Chile. And he needs someone just to take that little bit of weight off him. Because if someone does take the weight off him, then he's not going to be marked, you know, doubly marked. So he's gonna have a little bit more freedom. So if Argentina can get that right, I mean, listen, they've got to do a hell of a lot right, because, you know, you've seen couple of months ago when they played Spain. You know, Spain put 6 past them. That showed how bad they are at the back.
They've got Ever Banega as well, who's a very good footballer in the field. So, but you're right. The key for them will be at the back. Can they get a unit that can defend, get a bit of organisation? You know, and that's really what they need to work on, because offensively they are very, very good. You know, and I think Messi, you know, one of the ultimate things in football this week that was, you know, bigger than football was he refused to play the game against Israel, and you know, he said we are human beings before we're footballers. And
do you think he has to win the World Cup for people to say he's the greatest ever?
It's not for me.
No, not for me either.
I think is he the greatest ever? I never seen Pele, but Pele was obviously brilliant at that time. I see Maradona. Maradona was incredible, and Messi's incredible. So I don't know how you can properly quantify who is the best. I think Maradona would still be able to do it in this day if he was around.
I think he'd be able to do
the way he played.
I think he'd be able to do more in this day because of the pitches and because of the boots and because of the drug testing.
But I think for a lot of people he would have to win it before they would say he was at the very peak of his powers.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think he's a fabulous footballer and has delivered year after year.
Well, that's why I think he's the best, is because he has delivered year after year. He's delivered for 10, 11 years now, every single year.
Don't forget Pele and Maradona and other great players, George Best and Dixie Dean. Other great players didn't have Champions League every year to deliver on, and you know,
of course.
Obviously Maradona came to Europe, went to Italy and played obviously for Barcelona and was fantastic. But you know, Pele played South America, then North America. So you know, he's done it on, some people say, is a bigger stage than the World Cup. I don't personally. I still think the World Cup's the ultimate.
See, I don't. But I love the World Cup, but the reason why I say this, and this is just mainly the reason, is because the World Cup gets played at the end of very tough seasons, and I feel like for the last 3 or 4 World Cups, we've not seen the best players at their peak, because their peak is normally around February and March.
But is that also because they're playing against the very best players from every nation?
No, I just think physically. I think you have to be at your best, and I just think a lot of I think what I'm saying is you do get players being at the best, but what I'm saying is you don't have all the best players playing at the best, because I think that a lot of them are just.
Well, then that'll make Qatar interesting, won't it?
Yeah, it will.
Qatar's getting played in December, so
let's move on to Iceland.
Yeah.
Obviously, Gylfi,
he's the
main man.
Yeah.
This is his big chance. Iceland, you know, they've got tournament experience from 2 years ago. Did really well in the Euros. Surprised a lot of people.
First ever World Cup.
I think so. Yeah. Energised a lot of people with their performances and their fans and the doing the old clap and all that. And people will be looking for them to do that again, and I hope they can, because there'll be nothing worse than if they turn up for this and just get beaten 3 times. I hope they go and I
mean, for us.
No, I want Gylfi to have a Boss World Cup. He's had that injury. He's coming back from it. He should be fresh. It's whether he's match fit. He played 25 minutes the other night in a friendly. Scored against Norway, and I think that, you know, they'll have another game probably in between, and I want him to have a big World Cup. I want him to do well. I want him to come back from the World Cup. I always think that if a player gets a chance to play for his country, I know other people, or in the World Cup or in a tournament, I know other people like, I don't really want that, but you've got to think about for him. You've got to think about, like, if a player misses out on a tournament or whatever, how mentally, what state that's going to leave him in. I want him to have a Boss World Cup, so he comes back and goes, well, you know what, because they'll know their expectations, they'll know their limitations. You know, they can get out of this group, which, you know what, it could happen. But if they can get out of this group, and they've all played well and all done as well as they can, and they've had those little individual moments, then he'll come back buzzing, as would, you know, any player.
I mean, he's the one they're going to look to, isn't he? Obviously, they've got their Goodmanson, who's the kid. He's had a very good season at Burnley, got a good left foot, quick. So he's another one. He might surprise a few, maybe, who you know, and take the pressure off Gylfi a little bit. opposition will be looking at.
But these are a team now. They are a team. Let's get it right. They're a club side playing in a World Cup.
Yeah.
They're all together. It's a small nation, really, really small nation. You know,
great fans.
They've got brilliant fans. They've got a good defensive unit. I'm not saying that they won't concede goals. I'm just saying what I'm saying is that's their strength. That's what they're good on set pieces. They're organised. You know, they beat England in the last Euros. A lot of people were surprised by that, but they deserved it on the night. And I think what's different about Gylfi when he plays, and actually this is why I'd like to see him play for Everton. He is a proper number 10 when he plays for these. He's just off the striker. He really is. They go, you're our best player. Everything's going to be around you. You get up there. Don't worry about this end of the pitch. You just get up there, and that's what he does. And I think that's where I'd like to see him play for Everton. It's where I wanted him to play from the start. You know, his peak years now. This is going to be his could be his one and only World Cup, but it'll certainly be the World Cup in his peak. With that golden generation of Icelandic players. So you know what? Let's hope they go there and have a real go and make, you know.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will. And like you say, you want them to have a good World Cup so that it kicks on to his club form as well.
Croatia always got good footballers. I've got two of the best centre midfielders in the world. You know, one at Barcelona, one at Real Madrid. But they can just never quite put it together, can they?
When you look at Croatia, look at their players. They should be an outside. They should be semi-finalists.
Dark horse. They're always a dark horse.
But they should be.
No.
Because look at the players they've got. You know, you've just mentioned Modric and Rakitic in midfield. Fantastic. Perisic out wide. He's pacey, great left foot. Mandzukic up front. I know, you know, he's a bit hit and miss, but he's experienced. He's played at some big clubs. They've got Kalinic, who's knows where the net is. Yeah. You know, so they've got and then
you know what, defensively they're all right. They've got Lovren, all right. He's not brilliant, but he's all right. They've got what's his name? He's played for Man City. Choluka. He's getting on a bit, but he's a good, experienced defender. I think what they miss is, I mean, I watched them the other day when they played against Brazil. They were terrific in possession. They just lack a bit of pace, and they lack a player off. You know, up front, who's a runner. That's what they lack. They're really good, they're technical, but there's no pace. You know, that really. Yeah. I mean, we've got Vlasic, and when you watch Vlasic, you can he's like the prototype Croatian player. Nice, neat, tidy, but they just don't produce players with that zip. And I think that's the problem. They've got players to open the door, they just haven't got players to take advantage of that.
He's always been like that though, and even back to having like Davos Sugar, he was absolutely brilliant.
Oh, his chip.
But he had no pace. No. But he was
I don't think they've got anyone up front who's anywhere near as good as that. And they just see what on the ball they're great, but they craft. Everything has to be crafted. Everything has to be pass, trying to open that door. And I think where teams will expose them is that if they nick the ball, they'll be able to break on them really, really quickly. That's what Brazil tried to do. They nicked the ball in midfield and then broke on them quickly. And I think with the lack of pace at the back, I think that might catch them out.
So he might have to sit deep, but then how did he get up the pitch?
Exactly.
That's the problem, isn't it, for them? But technically and on paper, they've got some fantastic footballers, good big names.
If they had one of their centre forwards had been left out, they'd be amazing.
If Icardi played for them,
they'd be absolutely. They're just, I don't know. They're just lacking that one, that real one, and whether it be a centre forward or a real winger. I mean, even look at Perisic. You know, he's a winger, but he's not lightning winger. He's more of a, you know,
he's a strong runner, but he's getting older, isn't he? He was peak in 14. He was brilliant, you know. And you look now and you think, if they just had one or a midfielder who had a bit of pace and could break into the box, or a third man runner to go with these two in midfield, they'd be sound. But it's just something lacking. In the
technically, they're absolutely fantastic.
Oh, great players.
And that brings us to Nigeria. Who again? They're always in World Cups, and I don't think they're seen as a strong Nigerian team this time out. But like you said before, watched them against England the other day. And first half they were absolutely terrible. I mean terrible. They were just so poor. But second half they come out and they got under the skin of England really quickly and started throwing the ball in, and with the pace and with the strength, hustling, winning the ball back, pressing high, they started to get under the skin of England. And you know what? Actually, against someone like Argentina, they do that to their defence. I mean, that's if they can get the ball off them. But if they can do that to them, then they can upset the apple cart in games, and it's just whether they can upset it enough times in games to actually make a difference.
To make an impact, yeah. But they've got pace, haven't they? They've got Victor Moses who does well for them. As you can see there, they've got Iniacho up front who hasn't done as well as I thought he would when he went to Leicester, because he was a goal scorer at City, but he's a threat. So when you look at that, you watch them, obviously the experience of John Obi Mikel in midfield.
Iwobi from Arsenal.
Iwobi, he was at a good game actually at the weekend. So there's players there who are dangerous for them, and can cause these teams problems. And like you say, if you're pushing high up against the likes of against the likes of Argentina, or even against Croatia, because they're worried about their pace at the back, Nigeria can cause them problems.
What I like about this group is they're all dead different, the teams. They've all got different styles.
Yeah.
They've all got real different styles.
It's a real World Cup.
It is. It's a real like
an old school World Cup group where you did get different ways of playing. I mean, Nigeria have also got a Gallo, who people will remember from his spell at Watford when he had that hot streak of
scored against us.
Probably 28 goals in the season or something. I remember having a discussion with Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV about who you'd rather have, Lukaku or a Gallo, and he was like, "Oh, definitely a Gallo. He's great." I was like, "Yeah, is he?" But he's pacey and strong, and he went to China for the moolah, didn't he? So with that kind of curtailed his career in Europe, but he's another outball for them, and another strength which, him and Iniacho are both pacey, so he can put teams under pressure.
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking at the fixtures. And it's just disappeared on me. Unprofessional. Argentina versus Iceland, the first match. And then Croatia versus Nigeria that night. So,
well, Argentina will be looking to get off to a good start, won't they?
Iceland will be looking to catch them cold.
Give them the chills.
Yeah. No, I mean that's an interesting one, that, because actually what that would mean is the first game. I think with Iceland, what you've got a set unit who know each other's games. Argentina, I think they might be another team, a little bit like France, who have to play, grow, get trust. Because there's nothing worse than playing for a team where one end of the pitch is sorted, but the other end can unravel it for you, and it's almost like
you're waiting for
the old Lukaku look. What do you want me to do? I'm scoring goals, and you're letting goals in. What do you want me to do? Do you know what I mean? That's going to be the trust element. How much is that defence going to allow Argentina to play?
I agree. Yeah.
So who do you think? Who do you think out of this?
I'm just going to go with the basics.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Argentina and Croatia.
Okay. Iceland are winning this group.
Okay.
They're winning this group. And Argentina are coming second. Okay. There you have it. Done it. Just drop the mic.
See, I wouldn't rule. The thing is, it's the group where you wouldn't rule anyone out. I wouldn't. Iceland, if they're as strong as they were at the Euros, team-wise, I mean concentration levels, they could quite quickly.
I reckon they'll win one game and draw two and win the group.
They could do, because it is a tight group, and it's how much teams are prepared to actually go for it early on. These two might feel each other out and end up with a 1-1 or a 0-0, whatever, and then it's I
think whatever happens, I think Argentina will scrape through.
Do you?
Yeah, whatever happens, I think they'll scrape through. I think they'll get out the group. Not saying that means they won't have a good World Cup, but I do think they'll just scrape through.
Start.
They'll probably win all 3 games by 18-0, but just trying to mix it up. Who do you think? Let us know your thoughts on this group. And who do you think's going to start? Battle of the Tens, isn't it? Let's be honest. I mean, there's not, in terms of talent, there's not much between them. And Gylfi arguably's got better hair.
Oh, yeah, he's got better hair. Not
So-
arguably. Montes
Messi's
is a
been-
10 as well.
He might be a number 10, but it's the battle of these number 10s.
Them too.
Yeah.
Montes hasn't got as good a hair as them.
No, it's a mess. It's a mess.
Good play though.
Good player. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching Toffee TV. Make sure to check out all the other World Cup previews. We'll see you later.